Okay, welcome out to Tackle Trading's market recap here on Wednesday, November 25th. And first off, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of those of you out there who are celebrating the holiday. If you're here in the United States, obviously take the time off, spend some time with family, get out in the community, be around people. I think it's a good time of year to remind you that. And what a great holiday. Obviously I'm very thankful for you guys, my Tackle Trading team, as well as the coaches at Tackle Trading. All right, let's dive right into it. Let's first start with the news. Every day we do the same thing, guys. And one thing I do with these recaps, I want to make sure that you're identifying that. Not a big day in the market. Low volume, expected ahead of Thanksgiving. The bond equity markets closed on Thursday. Friday's going to end at 1300 Eastern time. So they're going to end a little bit early. Make sure that you make a note of that. Usually you don't get a lot of action. Coach Gino talks about Theta giving weekend. Theta Christmas, the Theta 4th of July. I mean, he puts the word Theta in front of everything. I'm sure he's going to have some Theta turkey tomorrow. And market didn't do much. Crude closed at 43 a barrel. We'll get to the commodity market here in just a minute, and we'll talk about that. Upcoming economic calendar we'll get to in a minute. Let's go to the heat map. Let that load in. Now, the big one is going to be on December the 4th. You have an unemployment report, which is going to have a good impact on the markets. The Fed watches employment numbers very close. Obviously, the jobs market. There is no more economic data this week in the U.S. Next week, December the 4th. Let's take a look at this event right here. Now, there's a difference between unemployment claims and the unemployment rate. The unemployment claims is not that important, in my opinion, on a weekly basis. Over time, it can be. But the unemployment rate is once a month. The first Friday of the month. It's from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and they track the unemployment rate. And it's a full jobs report is really what it is. That, to me, is the next big one. You do have some testimony through the week. ADP on Wednesday usually can create some volatility, but that's the one I would circle for the next event. Remember, December 16th, you're going to hear us talk about it over and over again. The Federal Reserve comes out with their interest rate policy decision, and that can have an impact. Heat map, you'll see a mixed market. Some good performance in the healthcare sector, Pfizer, Gilead, CVS, Allergen. Technology was mixed to down, financial mixed to down, services mixed to down. Disney's up 0.6%, Apple was down, and materials were mostly red. Now, let's take a look at the futures market. And here we are, the S&P 500 breaking down, rally back, sell off. That was August and September. Took off, bumped its head, pulled back, rallied again. We're now flat pressing near resistance at 2089. I would give it a neutral call right now. Energy. Crude oil, down, 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 flat and neutral for a long time, breaking back down, trying to find support down here at 40. You got lower low, lower high, lower low, and I presume lower high. You've got this old support that could play in as well. Keep an eye on crude oil and energy right now. And let's take a look at the metals market and gold. Gold's trying to find support. I do think it's going to test 1,000 at some point in the next 3 months, so I don't think it's necessarily at the ultimate low. It is trying to find it from a short-term basis. You guys have learned pay expectations. Well, look at this back in February, $1,300 to $1,150. That was a $150 stretch. $1,200 down to $1,070. It was a $130 stretch. Here we are about $1,190 down to $1,070. That's a $120 stretch. So it feels range down here at support, but long-term prospects have been bearish as the Fed raising interest rates has had negative influences on gold. And let's look at the currency market. The U.S. dollar U.S. dollar's pressing 100, banging its head, having a hard time breaking through. Refer back to the Forex report from Coach Matt for more analysis on the dollar. I would be surprised if it just took off and broke out until the Fed came out and did something next month. So I'm expecting a little bit of a retracement here. Let's go and outside of that, show you one more thing, the Volatility Index. The VIX. Okay. And currency, nope. Had it from before. Indices and the VIX down here. VIX is fading and bearish. It's a good time to be a call seller. It's a good time to be an option seller in general. You're fading down here into the low teens, or high teens, should be into the low teens if the market remains bullish. Remember, from a portfolio insurance standpoint, you don't want to buy your insurance if you're looking to insure your 401k, your IRA, your long-term accounts with portfolio insurance. You don't want to buy it when it's up in the 20s. You want to buy it when it's in the teens. So develop a strategy on how you're going to approach that and what you're going to do there moving forward. All right. As always, you can find us on social media, Twitter, follow us, the Tackle Trading website. If you go to the home page and you drop all the way down to the bottom, what you're going to find down here, you find some nice pictures of your coaches, Coach Matt, Coach Noah, Coach Gino, and myself, Tim Justice. And then you'll also see some social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it. So go and get in the game and make sure you're connecting with us. One thought here, one last one, Thanksgiving tradition for me, just a personal one is, Alice's Restaurant. It's a song. And look it up on YouTube, Alice's Restaurant. It's about 17 minutes from the 1960s. And Arlo Guthrie, Woody Guthrie's son, Arlo Guthrie, sang that song. It's just a great Thanksgiving song and tradition. It was at a time in our history and our culture where protest and, the war and change were happening. And I think it's kind of a fun song. It's one I always listen to. So, all right, get in the game. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Get off the sidelines and take control of your financial future at www.tackletrading.com. Get in the game.